Good morning, students. Welcome to my online class. Today we will be revising the lesson on adverbs. I'd like to start this lesson with one basic question. What are adverbs? As you can already see, the name suggests add plus verbs. So the word adverbs, these are actually words which add more meaning to the verb, usually to the verb and sometimes to adjectives and other adverbs as well. So adverbs are nothing but the words which modify the verbs, which adds meaning, extra meaning or added meaning, gives added meaning to the verbs. Let's take a look at these sentences, these examples, for a quick understanding of what adverbs actually do. You will see in all the three sentences, these are the verbs. Sumit runs fast. I met him yesterday. Ravi went out. So in these cases, runs, met and went are all verbs. And the ones which are circled over here, these words are actually adding more meaning to the verbs. They are modifying the verbs. Let us see the first sentence. Sumit runs fast. So how does Sumit run? He runs fast. So the word fast is giving us an idea about how Sumit runs. Again, I met him yesterday. When did I meet him? Yesterday. So it is, if I just read the sentence till I met him, I would be able to convey the message that I met somebody. But if I add the word yesterday, my meeting this person who's been referred to as him becomes more definite. It becomes more definite. We can say when I met him. Similarly, Ravi went out. So where did Ravi go? Out. The word out is giving us an understanding about where Ravi went. So in these ways, we see that adverbs are actually adding more meaning to the verbs. The next thing that we will study is types of adverbs. So you can see I have written the types in three columns. The first is simple adverb, the second one is interrogative adverb, and the third one is relative adverbs. Now what are simple adverbs? Simple adverbs are those kinds of adverbs which you must have read about some of these in the earlier classes. Interrogative adverbs, the adverbs which definitely the word suggests there will be an interrogative word in it. And the third one, relative adverb, are those adverbs which are used to relate one clause to the other. We are going to go into each of them separately. So I'm going to start with simple adverbs. You can see over here, these are the different kinds of simple adverbs that we have, and I'm sure that you must have come across at least some of these in your previous classes, like adverb of place, adverb of manner, adverb of time, adverb of frequency, adverb of degree. These are the kinds of adverbs that I'm sure you have read about these in the previous classes. So what is, just making a recap of what you've already learned in the previous lessons, what is adverb of place? A word which tells us where an action is happening or has happened. So if we ask the question where to the verb, we will get the answer, and that word will be adverb of place. Similarly, adverb of manner is that word which tells us how that action was performed. Okay, so if we ask the question how to the verb, we will get the answer which will be adverb of manner. Similarly, adverb of time will be the word which answers the question when. The word when has to be asked to the verb in order to get the answer, which will be adverb of time. Adverb of frequency will tell us how often something has been happening or how often something happens. Adverb of degree is how much or to what extent. To what extent the particular action has been performed. That word will be adverb of degree. Adverb of reason, it will actually give us a reason, building up a connection between the between a result of a certain action. So that will be adverb of reason. Usually words like therefore, hence, these are adverbs of reason. And the last one is affirmative or negative. Adverbs of affirmation or negation, these are usually used to confirm or negate an action. Now I'm going to write down some examples over here to give a better understanding of what we mean by these adverbs. Let's look at these examples. Ravi went out. So over here the verb is went, and the word out is giving us an extra information about the verb went. Where did Ravi go out? So what's the question that we are asking? Where? Where did Ravi go out? So out is adverb of place. Similarly, Neetu ran fast. So verb ran is the verb here, and the word fast is modifying the verb ran. It tells us how did Neetu run. So the question asked over here is how. How did Neetu run? And she ran fast. Hence, ran is adverb of manner. I met her yesterday. So the word yesterday is telling us more about when I met her. When did I meet her? Yesterday. So the question asked is when, and the adverb is adverb of time. Yesterday is adverb of time. She always helps her friends. So helps is the verb here. She always helps her. Helps her friends. How often? How often does she help her friends? Always. So the question asked here is how often, and the answer that we are getting is always. Hence, always is adverb of frequency. Adverb of frequency is what? It is the frequency at which the action is being performed. So here the word is always. Always, never, sometimes, seldom. These are all adverbs of frequency. The sum is too difficult. Now in this case you will notice the word which is getting modified by the word to is not a verb, but it is an adjective. I specifically wrote this sentence for this purpose only to show. I started the class saying that sometimes adverbs modify adjectives as well. So this is an example where we see that the word difficult is actually an adjective which qualifies the noun sum. It tells us that the sum is difficult. Okay, so the word sum is an adjective which is describing the sum. The word to is modifying the adjective. It is describing the adjective. It is giving us more information about the adjective. Like how difficult? Too difficult. So this is adverb of degree. To is an example of adverb of degree. Next we come to adverb of reason. Usually it's not directly that we ask the question why and we get the answer, but you'll notice that, say in this sentence, hence I could not be present. Say I could not be present at the party. Hence I could not be present at the party, or therefore I could not be present at the party. So we understand that something must have been said earlier. Something must have been said regarding my presence or absence at the place, at the party or wherever. Therefore, I probably I would have explained my reason for absence, and then I conclude, hence I could not be present, or therefore I could not be present. In this way, we are actually drawing a conclusion, a link between the conclusion and the reason. Okay, so hence or therefore are examples of adverbs of reason. And the last subtype of simple adverbs is the affirmative or negative adverbs. Verbs used for confirmation or verbs used for negation of an act. So I will certainly meet you. Certainly here confirms the action of meeting you. Words like obviously, surely, definitely, unexpectedly, these are all examples of adverbs of affirmation or negation. The next is the interrogative adverbs. So you can see it's written over here. These adverbs are used in sentences to ask questions about place, time, manner, quantity and reason. It is important over here that the word ask is very important over here. These adverbs, interrogative adverbs, are used in questions. They are used to ask questions. So for asking about a place, the word used is where. Asking about time, the word to be used is when. When we ask about the manner of an action, the word used is how. When we are talking about the quantity, when we are asking questions related to the quantity, we use the phrase how many or how much, and depending on whether the subject is singular or plural, we use how many or depending on the whether the subject is countable or uncountable, we ask how many or how much. Of course, how many is used for countable nouns and how much is used for uncountable nouns. And the last type is adverb of reason, the question word used to suggest interrogative adverb of reason is why. Now we will look at these examples in some sentences. Look at these examples that are written over here. Where will you meet him? I've missed out the word you over here. Where will you meet him? When will you come home? How did you solve this sum? How much milk is left in the bottle? How many men did you see? And the last one is, why did you leave so early? You can make out that all of these are questions. All of these are interrogative sentences, and they all begin with interrogative words or the question words. So these question words are the interrogative adverbs. The ones which are questioning related to place, that will be an interrogative adverb of place. So where will you meet me? So it's asking about the place, therefore it is interrogative adverb of place. When will you come home? The question word, the interrogative word when, is asking about the time, therefore it is when is interrogative adverb of time. Similarly, how did you solve this sum? The question word how is actually talking about the manner of solving the sum. Therefore, it is interrogative adverb of manner. How is interrogative adverb of manner. The next one is how much milk is left in the bottle. Okay, I told over here that interrogative adverb of quantity makes use of two different kinds of adverbs, how much and how many. How much is used for uncountable nouns. Milk is uncountable, so how much is used. And men are countable nouns, therefore how many men did you see? How many is used over here. In both cases, how much and how many are interrogative adverb of quantity. And the last type is why did you leave so early? The question why is asking for a reason why you left early. So this is interrogative adverb of reason. Why is interrogative adverb of reason. Next is the relative adverbs. Now what are relative adverbs? Relative adverbs are those words which are used to relate or connect one clause with another. Okay, so when we are using certain words to connect two clauses together, to bring together two clauses and connect one with the other, the words which are used as relative adverbs are when, where, why, which, and some other words are also used. Now we come to the examples of relative adverbs, how they are used in sentences. As I said that relative adverbs are those words which are used to relate or connect one clause with another. Look at the sentence here. Meet me at the place where I took you the other day. I saw him when I was going to the market. This is the reason why I told you to come early. Now in all the three sentences you will notice that there are portions of sentences which have been connected with these words. I've marked them out. Meet me at the place. This is one clause. The place I took you the other day is the other clause. Over here the word where is connecting this clause with this. So I'm asking you to meet me at which place? The place where I took you the other day. In the second example, I saw him, I was going to the market. So there are two actions which was happening. I saw him is one action. This is one clause. I was going to the market is the other clause. So when, the word when is connecting the time when I saw him to the time when I was going to the market. So this is relative adverb. And the third one, this is the reason why I told you to come early. So this is the reason, this is one clause, and another clause is I told you to come early. So the word why is connecting this reason to why I told you to come early. With this, I come to the end of today's lesson, students. I would advise all of you to practice exercises on this subtopic. Stay tuned for more videos on the remaining portion of the lesson. Also do subscribe to my channel so that you come to know about the latest posts that I'll be making. I will soon come back with more videos to help you out on adverbs as well as other topics of English grammar. Stay healthy and stay safe, children. Bye-bye.